This Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte purse bid. I got some clips here to pull up for you. And yeah, we're going to jump right into the crust of things. Take your time out, like the video. Yes, liking the video still does help, even though YouTube took the ability to dislike the videos down for political reasons that have nothing to do with sports or other YouTubers. They just got tired of people disliking all the fucking president videos and shit. And they're like, nah, we got to take that shit down. Like, whack, trash. But I got some clips here for you. If you don't know, Queensbury Promotions and Frank Warren won the purse bid. Here, let me pull up the story for you. Did I take the story down? Hold on. $41 million purse bid to secure the rights to promote WBC and Millennial Ring Magazine heavyweight champion Tyson Fury versus number one contender and WBC interim champion Dillian Whyte.
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh, my bad. Count Drago, I gotta read your super chat. What up, Angel? Ryan announced 4 fights in the last 2 months. Yeah, always talking shit. Hold on, Count Drago, where you at? 41 million purse bid is not gonna look good for Arum. I dislike Crawford lawsuit basis, but 41 million for Fury Whyte is inexcusable when you look at Bud. Oh, you talk about how they don't want to put the money into it. Yeah, we're going to talk about that because I'm wondering how much this pay-per-view is going to do. Because if you don't know, it's going to be pay-per-view over in the UK, which is what, about $30 or so, $35, $30 or so in the UK for a pay-per-view. Over here in the States, it's going to be a midday pay-per-view. The first American mainstream midday pay-per-view. I can't even remember the last one. So what are they going to charge here in the States? And it's supposed to be happening in April. What are they going to charge here in the States for us to watch Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte at 5 p.m.? Like, what are they going to charge us here? So here's the details. Fury's co-promoter Frank Warren Queensbury Promotions won the rights to the WBC heavyweight title fight between Fury and Dillian Whyte with a commitment of $41 million, just a little over $41 million. Fury will earn $29 million. Whyte will earn just a little over $7.3 million and a $4.1 million bonus to the winner, 10% of the winner bid. The only bidder was Eddie Hearn's Matchroom with $32 million. I wonder why there were no other bidders. You know, people thought that Triller was going to come out of nowhere, out of somewhere. I mean, thank God, you know, they didn't. All right, let's go listen to a little bit of this.
How confident are you that he's going to be very cooperative across this promotion? And how do you...
Success story that it will be.
Given your relationship with Dillian Whyte, which has been colourful over the years. There's been back and forth in interviews. There's been songs that have been sung. There's been names that have been called or across social media. How confident are you that he's going to be very cooperative across this promotion? And how do you think you're going to get on with him?
Well, I'm hoping he'll be professional. We're working, whether he likes it or not, whether I like it or not, we're working together on this promotion. And I hope he's going to, as I've just said, I don't want to make a big thing of it. I hope he's going to cooperate with us to help make it a success. If he doesn't, then obviously, that's not going to go down well with us or with the fans. I don't think. I think everybody, why wouldn't he want to make it to be a success? He's getting paid a substantial sum of money. So he's a professional fighter.
It's a rivalry, obviously, with Tyson and Dillian that's been building for a number of years. Are you expecting a lively build-up, some lively press conferences?
Look, I'm expecting, a press conference. Who knows with these two guys? I mean, they'll be fun, I would think, and they'll be entertaining. But what I am looking forward to is the fight. I'm looking forward to the two of them getting in the ring because that's what's going to count at the end of the day. And I hope I'm quite sure we're going to have a full house in the venue. And I'm quite sure there's going to be a tremendous atmosphere. And these two guys are going to put a brilliant show on.
And is there much or any kind of co-promotional element to it? Obviously, Matchroom have represented Dillian Whyte's several fights of him. So how does that all work?
Queensbury won the purse bid. And top ranker are Tyson American promoters, and we work together, and it'll be a promotion in association with Top Rank. That's what it'll be.
So for boxing fans clamoring for a press conference with Tyson, Dillian, Frank, Bob, and Eddie all sat up there, they might have to wait a bit longer.
Why would Eddie Hearn be there? He doesn't represent him. So I understand. I understood he was a free agent. If he does, then why was Ben Shalom calling me, saying he represented him? Anyway, who's ever there is going to be there. As long as the two fighters are there, that's all that matters. The rest of it is just, they're all side shows. The main event is the two guys, and the main event is what I'm looking forward to. I want to get these two together. I want to get this up and on sale. I want to promote the backside of it. I want to make it a successful event. We all do. Tyson's back, first time in nearly 4 years he's fought in this country, and it's going to be a great homecoming if we do it in this country.
Yeah, well, great homecoming if we do it over here. I think you nearly gave the game away, Frank. How far along did we get in conversations about the Undisputed fight? Because the reports out there, I can only go by what I've read. The reports are it was all going to happen. It was going to be Fury versus Usyk. AJ Whyte were going to step aside, and at the 11th hour, everything changed. What can you tell us about this?
Well, it was nearly done, but unfortunately it wasn't. I think, at this moment, it's pretty irrelevant because we are where we are. And I think, that conversation is for another time. Tyson was up for it, but in the end, some of the financial demands that we'll be making to step aside were just impossible to accommodate.
And in terms of the fight itself now, it is Dillian Whyte next. That is the fight that...
So, according to Frank Warren, Dillian Whyte is a promotional free agent. But we haven't heard anything about Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte has had some very colorful things to say about Frank Warren in the past. It's going to be interesting to see them two work together. And also, according to Frank Warren, why would, Eddie Hearn be involved? Kind of like when Canelo had fought Caleb Plant. Eddie Hearn may have been somewhat in the background, but in this case, there's no need for him. So as it stands right now, it's going to be pay-per-view over here in the States. We don't know what the price is going to be. They're looking for an April date. Tyson Fury is going to make about $29 million plus at least, according to the purse bid. Dillian Whyte, $7.3 million. And the question is, how many pay-per-views does this pay-per-view do? Because in my opinion, Tyson Fury is the clear favorite. It shouldn't look no different than when Tyson Fury beat Derek Chisora, even though Derek Chisora is, just a couple of levels below Dillian Whyte. I'm not giving Dillian Whyte much of a chance. I mean, obviously he has a puncher's chance, unless, Tyson Fury wants to go in there and be bullshitting around. But let's face it, this man got knocked down by Deontay Wilder multiple times to the point where he got punched so hard that he didn't go down in first. The fat, rippled all the way down until it got to his legs, and his legs just gave out. Bro, he can eat whatever Dillian Whyte going to try to give to him. Let's listen to what ESPN had to say. Mike Copinger on Max on boxing. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. We are working tonight. In the next hour or so, the Top Rank, let me check real quick. I don't want to be making up stuff. Let's see when this ESPN Top Rank card headlined by Robson Conticao and Xavier Martinez. That's not until 10 p.m. Shit. The prelims start at 6:55. It is now 5:55. And also, I'm going to be covering and buying this bullshit right here. Don King Present. They want $50 for this. It starts at 8 p.m. Yeah. Little preview before we listen. Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep it here. That's a little bit depressing.
Fury owes Dillian Whyte a fight. He's the WBC's mandatory challenger. And then, of course, Usyk owes Joshua a rematch as part of the rematch clause for when Usyk beat Joshua in September. So, behind the scenes, they were trying to make a step-aside deal. And I was told that there actually was an agreement in principle for both Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua to take big bags of money to basically step aside and allow Fury and Usyk to proceed with an undisputed heavyweight title fight in June in Saudi Arabia. But I'm told at the last minute, at the 11th hour, that parties involved attempted to renegotiate, get a little more money, and then the deal fell apart. So now we're going to have Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Whyte's a top 5 heavyweight. Fury defends his title against Whyte and then fights the winner of Usyk Joshua, or Usyk or Joshua. That works for me, to tell you the truth. So earlier this week, Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ with the best mic skills, if not actual boxing skills since Muhammad Ali, had to say the following about negotiations.
I tell you what, boys, there's some pack of cowards out there and some pack of talkers. I tell you that now. Making all the demands in the world. You cowards, come and fight.
I love this guy. Mike, that's the heavyweight champion of the world calling out all the other heavyweights. And this is a talent-rich heavyweight era right now. But meantime, it sounds like we're going to get, I would assume now, Usyk and Joshua the rematch, right?
That's the plan, Max. Like I said, Usyk still owes Joshua a rematch, just like Andy Ruiz owed Joshua one after he beat him. It's going to be hard for Joshua to win after we saw the way Usyk looked. I mean, this guy was, like you said, the undisputed cruiserweight champion. He's fleet of foot, and that was not a close fight. I think Usyk could have knocked out Joshua if he had a few more seconds left in that round. But we're going to see when that fight happens, probably spring in the UK. And then you have to assume that the winner would fight the winner of Fury Whyte, which expects to be Tyson Fury. They're trying to get a deal done there in anticipation. And I want to go back to the step-aside deal. Under that deal, Joshua was going to get a shot at the winner of Fury Usyk in December in Saudi Arabia. So now we're going to see if Joshua can get past Usyk and get his heavyweight titles back.
So what we gather from that is we don't know which side wanted more money, but the rumors are that Joshua was going to get $15 million. See, I don't like talking about money, and then at the last minute, he wanted an extra $5 million, making it $20 million. And then remember, they still had to pay off Dillian Whyte as well. So you could be looking at maybe $25 to $30 million being paid just for two fighters not to fight. Where, you know, I'm guessing Fury and his team was like, you know what? Nah, we're just going to go ahead and fight Dillian Whyte. You know, we're not putting all this money on the table, you know, and then revisit the Usyk fight, because I do feel that Usyk is going to beat Anthony Joshua again, you know, whenever they fight. So it's looking like we're going to have both of these fights by at least June, and they want to keep them on like the same like time frame, so we could see Fury and Whyte and Joshua Usyk within possibly a 2 to 3 week span. So I'm hoping that, you know, that is what we get. But looking at the heavyweight division as a whole, to wrap up the video, Deontay Wilder, we don't know what he's doing next. We're waiting on a decision from him if he's going to fight or retire. His trainer Malik Scott is going on a record to say he's going to go talk. He's going to talk to Deontay Wilder in March to see where he's at, and they're going to go from there. Trevor Bryan tonight on Fite.tv is taking on Jonathan Guidry to defend his WBA world title, and then the winner of that has to face Daniel Dubois. And then the winner of that will be the mandatory to consolidate and unify those WBA titles to be the winner. Like, think about this, right? In a fucked up, crazy world, this guy right here, Jonathan Guidry, and let me show you his resume real quick. This guy right here, if he beats Trevor Bryan tonight, 17-0-2 with 10 KOs, 32 years old, from a shrimping boat down in Louisiana. If this guy right here beats Trevor Bryan, right? Look at his resume. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. If this guy right here defeats Trevor Bryan, he'll be one fight away from fighting for the WBA, maybe undisputed championships at heavyweight. Crazy. We're still waiting to see what's going to go on with Felix Hergovitz and Marat Gassiev. If Marat Gassiev is going to accept fighting Felix Hergovitz to be the IBF mandatory for also the winner of the Fury, Whyte, Joshua, Usyk, fights. Because so far, Luis Ortiz vacated his spot. Michael Hunter turned it down in the past. Angel Ruiz is likely not going to take it. Charles Martin at one point in time had it. Joseph Parker's not going to take it. Tony Yoka couldn't take it. Joe Joyce is the next WBO mandatory. We don't know what he's going to be doing next. And then if you look at it, the next guys after that are guys like Andy Ruiz, Frank Sanchez, Joe Parker. These are guys that are in the mix. Luis Ortiz is in the mix. Who else? We don't really know what's going on with him. So the next movers and shakers outside of the guys that are fighting for championships or, defending their titles is Hergovitz, Sanchez, Parker, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz, Daniel Dubois. Really don't know where Michael Hunter is right now, so we can't really count him, and Joe Joyce because of his mandatory status. Boxing can be crazy as shit, man. Like, you just be like, yo, Frank Sanchez, I don't want to see him. Listen, I'm going to say it. I don't want to see him no more. I don't want to watch that shit. No, it's just not for me. What else? Did we talk about everything? Yeah, we went through the whole show notes. So down below in the description box is our show notes. I've been doing that lately and actually trying to keep up with doing a scheduled, organized stream. You see what I'm saying? We're getting better at this.